Such strong wind, that heavy wind blowing. What happened, David?
No, that wind's kicking out there, babe.
I got the light.
You got a what?
I got the light.
Oh, okay. That wind's kicking.
Check your YouTube. Okay. Check your YouTube.
Yeah, hold on a minute. Checking this out now.
It didn't look so right now, Eric, and it's hard.
Let's see.
We just got a notification.
This video is private.
What's the title? Give me. Can I have it? No, not this one. Here, live.
See, most CRMs are a cobbled together mess, but HubSpot is easy to adopt and actually looks gorgeous. HubSpot, grow better.
You put in there in Pensacola riding the hurricane out?
Florida official welcome center.
Rich.
Because there's so many trees that are kind of scattered throughout the city that we're going to start seeing the debris collecting in those catch basins, and that will be certainly an issue
Show me the one,
for the drainage, which is always a major concern
phone.
for us. But just for comparison, I will say that we as crews that did cover Katrina, this is a positive sign at this point. And again, I don't want to compare it completely to Katrina, but the initial impacts of Katrina, it was very hard for us to move in and around the metro area. But for this to be what we're seeing right now, it is a positive sign.
Navy
again,
outlay.
It's going to be very, very watched in the next few hours of what the impacts are going to do to this area, and certainly west of us too, because from what I understand, Jefferson Parish and those western sides.
You ain't sort of getting it yet, dummy.
Algiers as well might see more of a strong impact than it did during Katrina.
Yeah, we're looking at actually drive down Canal Street, and just to be very little debris or litter or anything on the road, and power on at every stoplight we've hit so far.
Yeah, and as was the case with Katrina before, this is kind of the setup place for all the major networks and the media networks, because this is one of the most well-known areas.
Hours, it's very likely that he'll get the stadium effect. He'll be able to point the camera up at the sky, and we'll be able to see, literally blue skies right after having one of the worst storms you've ever seen. And this is what's happening through much of the area out here. Okay, so we've got these two parts of the storm that are slowly moving across and affecting all these places. And like I always say, the reason we're showing this, okay, obviously there's some entertainment value here. A lot of people, that's why the Weather Channel exists. And
Gold, your strategic advantage.
It's been a year of spoiling your best friend. He's always been there for you, and this
impact from Ida here.
Tana, at what point do you decide, or you've been through many of these storms, you've covered many of these storms,
At what point do you decide to pull the plug on driving around and just say, you know what, this is too much?
Oh, certainly when the winds start pummeling the mobile forecast.
Storm and Al, this looks like a monster storm that's coming. What can you tell us?
All right, sorry, I guess we lost communications, Chuck.
You're standing in a place where you get a little wet, you know?
Yeah, look at that. Wow, look at the Louisiana, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's Louisiana.
Yeah, you're standing someplace where water's spraying.
In the next couple of hours, they will be at 155 miles per
Stronger,
hour.
monster
Storm
storm.
surges
Here
upwards of
is just a
15 to
slight
16 feet,
rain.
20 inches of rain or more with this system. The eye wall, 15 miles wide with 150 mile per hour winds. It's
Where's
basically
that at? Like
a
Lakefront?
15-mile wide F3
Not in New
tornado.
Orleans, eh?
That's what's coming in
It's
to
not New
this
Orleans.
area.
Mm-hmm.
And so, as this system comes in, people have hunkered down. They are doing their best, but I'm telling you, Chuck, the difference between a Category 1 storm and a Category 4, as far as the wind destruction, over 330 times more powerful. So we are waiting for this to make landfall, and once it makes landfall, it's going to slowly make its way inland, up through the Mississippi River Valley, Ohio River Valley, and then into the Mid-Atlantic and Northeast later on this week. A powerful storm that is going to wreak real havoc.
That's for sure. Al Roker, get out of that unsafe weather there. Thank you, Al. Hey, thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.
I don't think it'll get no worse than this, baby. I think this is the worst it'll be in Pensacola.
Yeah, that's why I said I'd rather stay here.
Yep.
I'm gonna drive somewhere.
Yeah, drive like a yo-yo all day and night, you know?
So I'm gonna stay here in this rest area. I'll quit looking for a hotel since we can't find a hotel. Oh my God.
Yep, and the prices they want that are available, they gouging. They can keep it.
Let's begin this morning in New Orleans with Hurricane Ida, now a huge storm just hours from landfall and headed for Louisiana. Al Roker is live in New Orleans with the latest. Al, good morning. You've seen a lot of these things. How is this one looking?
Well, Willie, we just got word that this will most likely be one of the top 5 strongest landfalls ever. It's already tied with Laura.
Good morning. This is meteorologist Kaylee Dion with a look at your forecast for Hurricane Ida as of 7 o'clock in the morning on Sunday Central Time here at WFAA Studios. We are watching a very powerful hurricane approach the southeastern Louisiana coast.
Trying to stay up a little bit today so I can sleep a little bit tonight, you know?
Right now. Hurricane warning stretching not only for the coast of southeastern Louisiana, but all the way up to the Louisiana and Mississippi state line. And tropical storm warning stretch all the way up into central, even close to northern Mississippi right now, and stretch as far east as the Alabama Mobile area. So if we look at the radar at this point, this is this morning at about 7 o'clock in the morning, and you can see the storm, a very well-defined eye with a very strong eye wall circling the entire storm there. You can see it's really close. It's going to make landfall earlier than this afternoon. It's going to make landfall in the next few hours along the And we're also hearing Paul Murphy is also seeing some of the effects of this storm as well. He is in St. Bernard Parish, where there has already been some storm surge. So we're going to head over to Paul Murphy right now.
We are being pelted by heavy winds and rains here along Bayou Bienvenue in the Chalmette area. We are in probably the thick of it right here. The parish president, Guy McGinnis, did a video just a little while ago saying that the winds were already at about 65 miles per hour down on the eastern end of the parish. He is very worried about potential street flooding outside the levee protection.
Smells
We've
good.
already seen some video from that area of levees being overtopped there. Those ring levees are not the same
Guys
as federally,
standing in St. Bernard
federal
saying how
levees that are in
bad
the
it's
New
going
Orleans
to
area.
be.
These are these
Going to be
urban
that bad
levees
his
that help
ass wouldn't
protect
be out
the
there, you
fishing
know.
communities
Okay,
down
this is
there in
live.
eastern St. Bernard. And we saw some video a short while ago where some of them were actually being overtopped. And they have pumps in place to help pump that water out once this storm passes, of course. Earlier we spoke with Monty Montalongo, who is a former St. Bernard Parish councilman who now owns Parish Marina, about what he expected with this storm. I know this is early in the storm, but we're already seeing wind gusts at your place here at Parish
One more
Marina.
donut. Finish this.
Gusting up to 50 miles per hour, sustained winds at about 37 miles per hour. What is your expectation now with Ida?
I expect that we'll get 110 mile an hour winds over here. For Hurricane Zeta, we got 120 mile an hour wind, and it blew this back wall in. And we just recently replaced this back wall about 3 months ago. And like I say, Zeta blew the whole back wall in. And as you can tell, this building's moving pretty good right now. It's getting kind of scary. Somebody had called me and told me about the boat that's docked on the side of the building, and my son and I came here to move the boat, but there's no way we can move anything or make any more adjustments right now.
If you're taking a look at the seas here, you can only imagine what it's like outside the levee protection.
Oh, it's last I heard it was about 7 feet above normal outside the levee protection, and the winds are fierce. It's going to be really bad for the eastern part of St. Bernard Parish.
This is what you expected?
This is about what I expected. I figured about 100 mile an hour wind, but it looks like it may be a little bit worse than that.
Now, how's your place doing? I know downstairs there is some water coming in. Are you expecting to take all of the water downstairs?
It's going to completely flood out downstairs. I got a small concession stand. I got the doors sandbagged on a concession stand. I got a pump running in there. We're going to sacrifice everything else underneath the building except this
That'd be
concession
nice to
stand.
have something like
If we
that
keep
over there, though.
electricity, we'll be able to keep the water out of that.
That busted guys got. Watch TV, lay down in the bunk, relax, cook you something to eat.
This
That
is
big
Bayou Bienvenue.
feeling.
This is not the storm surge. This is what we're actually seeing
That's what I'm saying.
inside the
I'm saying
levee
like this.
protection. So you can only imagine what it's like
If
outside.
you don't mind. I said, look at this. I said, this phone that I got. I put it here. Look, it's covered. I put it here. Why it's covered? I got two cameras. Not like your camera. If you put it
The
like that.
one.
Remember before we put it here because the
Yeah.
camera. I said, see,
Only picks up one.
I keep moving it. See, I said,
Yeah, so you're only picking up one
I
camera.
said,
Put it in the middle and both of them grab it,
I
you know?
said, I'll move it here. And it's
Yep.
still the same because of the two camera. Look at yours. If you look at yours, hold on. I think yours will be like this. Like that. Right? Push your camera over there, right? Your camera is there. See? Nothing. So, so at least if you want a video something, it will be like this.
Yeah, not only that, but you notice on that box, when you put it in front of it, it blocks out the whole picture. With your phone, one camera picks it up, then you slide it over, the other camera picks it up. It don't block out your whole thing. That one on my phone, having just one cam, it blocks out the whole picture.
It doesn't block out the whole picture.
Yeah. I'll let you take the pictures, baby. Give me my phone.
No, I said, at least this one, I'm talking about, I want to use this so it won't flip, right?
Yeah.
But at least it helps a lot because I don't have to worry capturing this one because
Yeah.
the camera is here. This one, I have a hard time because I said it will still flip because if even I put it here, there it captured. Put it there, it's captured because they got here and it's here. Even though it got two camera here, it's a camera is still here. It still captures here.
Mm-hmm.
So the camera, two camera from here, that one runs from here to here.
Yep. One catches that side, the other catches the other.
So I think if you wanna block this one, you can block it, baby. You can block it. You don't want this to fall down. See? It's okay here, but here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it starts from here.
Yeah. It don't look like nothing's gonna blow at us or anything from looking around. I think those garbage cans are bolted into the.
Yeah, we don't wanna stay here. This is a nicer one. Not that. You know why it's not crowded? Because it's bigger.
Yeah, it's a lot bigger.
Yeah, and then see, it's a big, nice.
I can't believe you ain't got out yet. You stood sitting there. You ain't stretched your legs
I'm
yet.
good. See, it's easy to stretch. Come on, you want stretch? Okay, here's the stretch. Wanna stretch?
I got the wheel there. I can't stretch like that.
You got the stretch? Okay, here's the stretch. Okay, I'll drive, okay? You want? I will drive.
You don't have to have all that shit in the front, no. You could take and put the shit in the back. This thing don't slide back no more. That's it.
Oh yeah,
Because, or is it because they got
let's fix that.
stuff behind it?
Okay, bye-bye. Thank you. Pray for our safety. Praying for Louisiana, praying for Mississippi, praying for all the state around us. Bye.